I was a Dzogchen, non-dual Buddhist for years. What the instructions in that particular sect say on this is, after the nature of the mind, suchness or richa, as the Tibetans call it, is pointed out by the teacher, the student just rests there when a thought storm occurs. This was particularly difficult for me as there was in awareness and doing. Got the message, no sound. You can all hear, right? But yeah, that's an old message. Yes, you can all hear. Good. Nowadays, the mind has settled somewhat, but only after hearing teachers like yourself and others. I won't name names, talk about this subject and how to navigate this territory. Now when the mind gets chaotic here, I listen to the thoughts, drop into the body to feel the emotions beneath the storm, and keep probing until I find a hidden belief or beliefs that are driving the whole thing, then rest back into what is. Do you think this is a beneficial place to calm the mind more, or what are your thoughts? Cheers. Yeah, I think that's really beautiful. I think that is somatic. That's the word I was looking for earlier. This is like somatic therapy. And I think it works perfectly in regards to the nobody part. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's perfect. When you've got persistent chaotic thoughts, they're obviously coming from a false belief. So what your thoughts are saying on the surface level, like, she is bad, is not the problem. That's what the mind says. And then the mind seeks to prove that she's bad, to tell why you're a victim, all the trash it does on the surface level, but that's not the problem. What's actually happening is a core belief of the person is more than likely being triggered. So core identity is being triggered. And then it's getting all confused. So maybe I cross somebody's boundary. And then the healthy, appropriate thing is for the other person to say, oh, you crossed my boundary when you did this. But because of lots of different conditioning, they've been taught that they're not allowed a boundary, they're not allowed to say something. That if somebody crosses your boundary, you're bad. But none of this is conscious. So all they're doing is you're bad person. And just making up all these reasons to why you're bad, because it's actually trying to help. It's trying to protect that core belief or that core idea. And then most probably, if you think I'm bad and I've crossed a boundary and there isn't the ability to speak up from it, there is, like, deep down in the belief system, a shame or fear of expressing what you need from others, a gaslighting. So recognizing these feelings at the core of the chaotic mind is super helpful for breaking that chaotic mind. And this is what somatic therapy is, I would say. It's really beautiful and helpful, and I think it's often combined with non-duality. And on my website, there is recommended therapists, and on one of the sites, you can click on, you can put teachers that are in touch with or know about somatic therapy and non-duality. And in all of that investigation, you can also see that these thoughts and these beliefs and these ideas aren't you. So when there's a calming down of that chaos of the mind having a tantrum and being very disturbed, and when there is an understanding why it's getting disturbed, then it's who does that belong to? And there can be a seeing that there's no one it belongs to, but there's all these chemical reactions happening, given the appearance that there is somebody experiencing, which is a lie. Yeah, so I would say that that's really beautiful, but I wouldn't discredit the Buddhist practice for years. I went through Buddhist practice for years. although I had to go through other things and experience other things, Buddhist practice did amazing things for me. Before I started practicing Buddhism, I didn't know how to sit still. I didn't know the craziness of my thoughts. I didn't know how to sit through boredom or frustration. So I wouldn't discredit that. Like, it was such a beautiful experience for me. Our mind always, in a way, likes to discredit our experience because it's always looking for what the problem is and how to fix it. Whereas maybe we can see, and this is deeply looked at, everything is a perfect expression, and there was never a you that went wrong or did something wrong or went on the wrong path, or a them that gave you a wrong path. There was absolutely a perfect expression of your life that allowed deeper and deeper insights into this illusion.